Schemers. As we further our podcast journey, we are adding more mediums for you to listen.
You didn't say hello. You gotta
God damn it.
You gotta greet the schemers. Greet the schemers, dude.
All right, I'll greet them.
More of an entrance.
What up, schemers?
There you go, yeah.
As we further our podcast journey, we are adding more mediums for you to listen. You can check us out on iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher, Google Play, as I was saying, and most podcast platforms. We'll also be adding Spotify soon, so follow us, listen, enjoy, scheme. We'll also be adding recurring segments like the $9 Nix. So next episode, we're keeping count how many times each schemer gets nixed. Check out our Facebook community page and cast your vote for who you think will get nixed the most each episode. And you'll get entered to win a $9 Venmo credit from yours truly, the Scheme Team.
Oh, that's Suhail. Skirt! That's Suhail.
Another recurring segment will be Consumer Justice, headed by our very own Flat. Spinning with the Scheme Team, which will showcase the song of the week from each schemer. And Medical Terminology with Dr. Khan. As always, thank you for listening and stay scheming. Beautiful preemptive spring day today.
Great.
Played some basketball.
Good foreshadowing, yeah. Good foreshadowing of spring.
You know, it's been really weird that the weather is miserable during the weekdays here, and then on the weekend it's like sunny and like really nice. I don't know if that's conspiracy worthy or
what's a conspiracy there?
I'm not sure.
Are you saying there's
Donald
a conspiracy
Trump is controlling the weather
against the weather?
Yeah.
You know the weather is controlled by Mother Nature, right? And physics and all sorts of science.
That's subjective.
I agree with Fassel. It's subjective.
Fake news.
Fake weather. So we almost saw Eminem last night, right?
Yeah.
We waited for like 3-4 hours in the cold.
We waited for like 30 seconds.
We saw a crowd of people.
There were 3 trailers, not one, not 2, 3 trailers outside.
All right.
You think it's kind of like the presidential motorcade where Eminem's in one of them?
Could be.
And D12 is in the rest.
None of them look like particularly great trailers, like something Eminem would, a star of his status would.
That's right.
I feel like you're judging a book by its cover right now. Like, you don't, like, the outside of the trailer might not be spectacular, but
possibly
the inside, might be lit.
Right. So we waited for like 30 minutes. He never came outside.
We waited for 30 seconds. It was cold, and we're like, Eminem, in 8th grade, he could have got another 10 minutes out of us. But it was cold. We were on our way somewhere.
His last album wasn't good enough for me to wait.
His last 3 albums weren't good enough for that.
Right.
What were his last 3 albums? Do we remember the names?
Relapse, Recovery, Marshall Mathers LP3, and then his latest one was
There's 4.
Terrible.
That's 4 albums that
was
I
it
did
called
not listen
Terrible
to.
or
it was
that's your review?
A terrible Eminem album. Yeah.
Speaking of reviews, I think it's time for Consumer Justice.
Consumer Justice, okay.
Anything on... Any 0, negative 5-star Yelp reviews?
Yeah, so I just moved into a new apartment in the East Village, and on the bottom floor there's a barber shop, actually, which was really convenient for me.
This is a good topic.
Right,
Barber's always solid.
Right, and there's also a laundry mat, so... There's a laundromat next to the barber store. I went to the laundry. A nice Asian woman greeted me, but she said, "Sorry, sir, we only take cash."
Why do you always have to preface it by saying a nice Asian lady or
exactly
I'm not even gonna go there.
It's nothing racial. It's just for context. So I'm painting a picture in the listener's, the schemer's mind. I got to paint the picture.
Context.
Yeah,
context is key.
And the owner of the barbershop is a nice young Jewish man. So to give you further context.
But the context is always racial. Why can't you just say like a man 5'8", brown
why does
hair,
it have to be an Asian
some
person
stubble,
or person is a person.
Right, but all right, like when the cops are chasing someone, they say that they're color as well.
You're not a cop.
Yeah.
Flat the cop, could you imagine?
Gosh, dude.
Police officer.
So anyway, so I had to get cash, and the barbershop has an ATM, and he had previously cut my hair. So I walked in, I'm getting the cash, he's cutting someone else's hair, and he's like, "You're gonna sit down for a haircut?" You know, half jokingly. And I was like, "Hey man, it was just an inquiry because a lot of barbershops do this." I was like, "How much do you charge for a touch up?"
Okay.
You know, like not a full haircut. You know, a half
shape up.
A shape up.
A shape up, a touch up, you know, whatever.
Touch up isn't a real thing.
Yeah,
You
touch
just made
up's
that
not a
up.
thing.
Because
It's
shape up would just be, you know, kind of my edges, but a touch up would be, you know, incorporating
Another fade. You want
more.
another fade?
Yeah, like half the price of a normal haircut. He charges $18 for a haircut.
So
Have
what
you
happened?
noticed that Faso likes to mitigate things? Like he wants light salmon, and he
lawyer.
wants to be like
He's a property court
Yeah.
lawyer.
he goes to property court.
I deny that. I don't do any of those things.
So what was the ending of this consumer justice
So,
story?
I mean, he seemed outraged at my...
What's this guy's name? Give me context.
yeah, his name's
Oh,
not...
no name.
Yeah, no names.
You don't know
No
his name.
government name. So you want his
okay.
social?
Yeah,
Okay, give me his social
can't disclose
security,
that.
date of
It's got to
birth.
be some privacy.
Exactly.
What's his favorite color?
So he's like, "Don't do touch-ups, man. $18." And I was like, "Oh, flat fee. I
Good New York
respect that."
accent.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Not bad.
The second half was good.
Hey.
He has an odd
Walking
accent.
it.
He has a very odd accent. It's like kind of Yiddish, but New Yorker. It's a very odd accent.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a niche.
We've
accent.
already had a Yiddish interlude segment. Are we going to have a Yiddish interlude? Is that a recurring segment?
This is a younger Yiddish accent. The other one was an elder Yiddish
Yeah,
gentleman.
it's like Yiddish, New Yorkery accent.
So anyway, he just seemed outraged, and that rubbed me the wrong way. Because like, I live here, man. Like, you know, why can't I just come down and you like shape me up for like $10 instead of $18? You know, like.
I feel your pain on that one.
Yeah.
I think there should be a shape
Now I have to
up.
go to like, you know, maybe a Dominican
Price.
barber or something that, you know, they work a little better with the price cuts, you know. I was uptown for a little bit, and they used to do that. You come in for a shape up, it's like $10.
Okay, so at other barbershops, they do offer that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm-
But here's the thing. Sometimes you get the shape up, and it's not enough of what you're looking for either. It's not enough of a shape up. It feels like you didn't even get a haircut.
I think his fear was if I offer this guy
guess
the
that's the
$10 cut, he's just gonna come and get a $10
Yeah, the
cut
whole time.
every time.
Right.
What do you guys tip your
Yeah.
barber? By the
It's
way,
a good tipping.
$2
is a
flat
great.
flat fee.
I'm
Tipping's
glad
a really
you
good-
brought up tipping.
tipping's it's a good segue to tipping.
Yes.
I don't like this topic. Very boring.
Yeah,
I wonder
Very
why.
dry topic. I
Well,
don't
but
think our listeners would appreciate
I think
it.
they-
I think
I
our
think they wanna
listeners
know about
want
tipping.
to know what we tip
yeah.
and what is proper tipping.
Let's just say,
etiquette.
I think amongst friends, tips should be private. I think that's just proper etiquette. All tips
This
should
isn't
be
your like
private.
stocks, like
I mean,
your
no
Bitcoin.
No, you shouldn't be like leaning over to peer at what your friend is tipping.
That's
I
one of
don't
the
think-
most common
know,
things is to look over, and be like, hey, what are you tipping?
There's
You're
no
not tipping
leaning
concert.
in, but
not
hey,
courteous.
if
It's
there's
not
a
courteous.
receipt floating by, I'm gonna.
You're gonna look at
my
it.
friend.
You're gonna look at it.
I mean, we're boys, and what I like to
Okay.
do is tip in concert. I think that's
Yeah.
the proper tipping in concert. As the great, did Larry David? Did he want to tip in concert or did he not?
I think it
I don't
was George didn't want to tip in concert.
George
Right,
didn't want to, right.
All right. Great man. Great
In
philosophy.
any case, I think
Noble man.
20%,
Noble man.
18 to 20% is
Utilitarian.
normal for good service in New York.
Yeah.
15% if it's standard. Do you ever go? Here's a question: do you ever go sub 15?
Below 15?
Even if it's bad, bad service, yeah.
Below 15?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you asked the wrong guy.
Yeah, we asked.
When, you have to ask him when does it go above 15?
Exactly. I
Yeah,
think
when
that-
when does he go
when
above
do you go
15?
above 15? I would like to know.
I don't like this conversation because
Did you go?
a lot of judge-
Never.
tipping is a
you?
very sensitive thing. Like,
It's
if
really not a
someone's
sensitive
No,
topic.
if people have been in the service industry, it's very sensitive for them. Like I've had people like wanting to fight me, like after they saw like a tip.
What your tip is?
Wait.
Yeah.
I need to hear this story. We need to hear this story.
Yeah,
Our
like
listeners are
okay,
curious.
it was a long time ago. It was when I lived in Florida. I was out to dinner, and one of the girls, she was in the service industry, and I didn't like the service, so I
Right.
didn't tip. I tipped commensurate to service. So
What did you tip?
So
Percentage.
she didn't agree with that philosophy. She says it doesn't matter, and which I completely disagree with. I mean, if you give bad service, you shouldn't expect a tip. So,
But she actually wanted to fight you?
well, she got very emotional and like
She was passionate.
Yeah, she didn't want to fight me, I guess, but she like left in a huff.
In a huff.
Okay,
In a huff, he says.
In a huff. That's the segment name now.
Hey, no one's answering the question though. What is your barber tip?
$2. Barber tip. That's right.
$2.
$2.
$2. How much is the cut? Are you talking about the shape up or the cut?
Like the whole cut is standard. What, like $15 to $20, right? That's like a standard.
Yeah, I think the guy I go to is $22 for a cut.
Okay.
Which is a little bit more pricey.
That is steep.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
Gotta maintain the swoop.
He does a good job though. Yeah.
because it's a steeper price point. There's not as many people in there, so you don't have. I hate when like hair is flying everywhere. There's hair all over the place.
I've never really been to a barbershop. Hair flying everywhere.
Dude, this place. I will save you the name, but there's this place.
No, we want to hear the
Kitchen.
name.
No, I don't want to give this guy. I don't want to bring down their Yelp reviews.
This sounds like another consumer report.
Wow, it sounds like his barber chairs are too close
like
together.
There's like 15 barbers, and there's like 20 people just waiting.
You gotta space the chairs out, so you're not in the splash zone.
Yeah. And people they blow dry, right? They're blow drying the hair. It's going everywhere. So I like that. It's
a new
$22.
concern.
It sounds like it sounds like a very specific concern. Like it really happens at one place.
Swoop problems.
I think it does only happen. It only happened one place, but it suffice to say, it left a bitter taste in my mouth.
It was off-putting,
and I gladly paid the $22. I sound really pretentious now.
You sound so pretentious, dude.
But $22 isn't that bad for a cut as an adult in New York, right?
No, that's a good price.
I try to aim below 20.
Yeah,
for any
I'll tip $8 standard on the 22, so it's an even 30.
$8. Wow.
I usually tip.
You paid $30 for your haircut?
Actually, I gave the guy last time. I had a great conversation with him. Actually, it's the same barber I use. He's great, Leo. Shout out to Leo, at On the Mark, great barbershop, and he does a great job. We had a great conversation. And I tipped him 30. I tipped the total of $22 was the cut, and I gave him 35. So I tipped him $13.
That's crazy. Yeah. Well, are they sponsoring this podcast now that you shouted?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, for me, it's like an 18% is pretty standard, or 20. I mean, if they do a really good job,
that's standard.
And then maybe I'll throw in like a complete. If it's like a $15 cut, they do a really good job.
$5, $10.
Yeah, $5. Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard 5, 10. You know.
Yeah.
Depends.
Depends how like if they have to really kill the fade though. They do a substandard fade, I might withdraw some of that.
Substandard fade.
I was thinking about proposing this to my barber since it's an $18 haircut is lower the price to $16 with the $2 tip, it'll be $18.
Lower the price. Say that again.
To $16, and I'll give you a $2 tip.
You can't negotiate the price.
What did you just say?
The haircut in
Essentially, I'm not tipping you.
Yeah, essentially, I'm not tipping you.
What do you?
Oh God!
What do you call it when you have like a bunch of attorneys like always like in your service? Like when you
counsel, retain.
Retainer. What if you could have like a barber retainer? Like you could have it. That'd be really dope.
No, they'd have that actually.
They do that?
My boss does that. Yeah, he pays I believe $300 a year.
Yeah, and he gets cuts all he wants.
Yeah, and he gets cuts all he wants.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Almost like a subscription.
And like
model.
shaving,
exactly.
Subscription service. Yeah,
for
barbers. They do that in New York.
Wow.
Yeah, they do that in New York.
I like that.
And then you just
been done.
Yeah.
Next.
Next.
That's not a Nix.
I don't agree on that Nix. I don't agree on that Nix.
That's not a Nix.
That Nix wasn't on for anyone though.
I'm gonna Nix the Nix.
The Nix was Nix.
Yeah, you get Nix on this one.
You
got the Nix.
Yeah. Coming from my Nix, dog.
Premature Nix on my part.
Oh man, premature Nix gets a Nix. What are you taking notes about?
I just wrote one thing, honestly.
What did you write?
It was a topic I wanted to discuss. Faisal was concerned that like his mother is going to see this podcast, so I was going to refer back to it.
That's why this podcast should be called "Don't Tell Auntie." Don't tell Auntie. That is our email account. So if you would like to send us mail, we will read it on the next podcast.
I mean, it's not so much as concern. Like my mom is very supportive of my entrepreneurial endeavors, so
Good.
this might be something she tunes into.
Yeah,
and probably stops watching after 2 minutes.
But you also said that you don't know if you're actually friend. You might have
I do have to confirm whether I rejected my mother on Facebook.
Oh man, Suhail, did you get an ad from your parents on Facebook?
Yeah,
I've had ads. Mom, Dad, I love you.
So they are your Facebook friends?
No, I just keep it in the queue because
oh my god,
I keep it in the queue.
Yeah, he's very purgatory.
Heartless.
Listen, it's not about being heartless,
bro.
There's a social life, there's a personal life,
reject.
and then my parents are like my friends, but they don't need to see everything that's on my Facebook.
That's messed up, dude.
Messed up, man.
You kept them in purgatory.
You think I want them to see this?
They're in Facebook friend purgatory.
Yeah, Facebook friend. My grandfather recently added me. I will probably
Your
add him.
grandfather?
Yeah, I'm
grandma's
gonna.
on Facebook.
Oh, dude, my grandfather is a
Respect, bro.
G. Dude.
You're gonna add your
Is he
nana?
on Snap?
He watches cricket on the iPad. Like,
Wow.
yeah, he's
nuts,
on
bro.
Facebook.
Damn, bro.
I like
Yeah,
it.
dude. He's more tech savvy than me.
Is he on Tinder?
Actually.
He's on Coffee Meets Bagel.
He's a coffee meets bagel guy.
No, if anything, he'd be on like
That's his
Bill
niche.
Mill.
Yeah,
He wouldn't mind, eh? Just to like spite my
See
daddy.
what's out there.
it'd be interesting to see what he swipes left.
Yo, this is not making the pod. I'm editing this out, dog.
This is what's going on.
No.
This is what's going on, man.
No, I'm editing this
This is
out.
the trailer.
Or the segment's called Spite My Daddy. I love my daddy too. I love all of them, man.
Shout out to all the Daddies out there.
Shout out to the
Shout out to
roots,
y'all.
man. Origins.
Yeah, the
origin
origins,
stories.
man. Daddies hold it down.
Daddy's all
Never heard a story about like a bad daddy, like a dude, like a brown guy. Like I hate my daddy.
Yeah,
You know, never hear.
You
You
That.
love your
love your
Dadi, man. She's
grandparents,
great.
I love my daddy.
Yeah, she's great.
Yeah.
Are there any crazy
Dadi
stories?
is the woman, right? Right?
What's the yes? Daddy is the woman.
Okay.
What do you say? What do you call your grandmother?
I just call her grandma.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Very
I'm pretty
liberal.
gentrified, yeah.
Very
That's not gentrified. That's the wrong
Pretty
word.
It's
Complete
gentrified.
wrong.
No, it's gentrified, bro.
Maybe
You know
you
what?
appropriated.
I'm mixing
I'm
the medical
gentrified.
terminology segment from you. The more vocab. That
Gentrified
was a
can be
stretch.
applied to things
a
outside of
gentrified
property.
term, bro.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like we go to food places and say
Yeah.
like this is gentrified Chinese food.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of
I'll
gentrified
accept it.
Indian food.
Yeah.
Babus.
Babu's.
Very
Babuji.
gentrified.
Babuji was legit though. What did you guys
It
think?
was good. It was good. Overpriced.
No, you know what's
Chicken
really
and waffles.
gentrified in New York? Southern food, like yeah, fried
Like
chicken.
biscuits?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
there's so just like all
Biscuits,
yeah.
more like limp biscuits.
Nix.
Oh,
Nix,
no, damn it.
Nix.
Nix.
Instant Nix.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not.
That's extra.
No.
too. That's
Extra Nix is one Nix.
new different
oh,
level
God.
of nixing.
Instant Nix. Who's your favorite basketball player of all time?
James Harden.
Still?
What?
Yeah.
James Harden.
James Harden is the greatest NBA player to ever play the game.
What's
Dude,
Hot
you're gonna
take,
get a lot
bro.
of flack for that one, dude. Hot
Yeah.
take. Hot
You love
take.
the controversial takes.
I was James Harden for Halloween, and I'm probably gonna be James Harden again.
Yeah,
Every
that's
year.
right.
Every year
Schemers.
for Halloween until he
Flat was James
reposts
Harden
me.
for Halloween. I'll
Until
put a
he
picture of that up
Repost
actually.
me, Harden.
I have a
Love my
snap.
fans.
I watched it recently on my memories, and I have a snap of you, and you're like, "What did you say?" You said something
well,
funny.
Yeah, it was like a game time interview. Like, yeah, we really gave our hearts out there, man. The boys, we just working in sync, passing to each other, and let me do what I had to do, and we got the W. Generic basketball interview.
Is that your James Harden voice?
Yeah, it's an attempt at it.
Swoop, who you got?
Yeah, who's your favorite?
I asked the
McGrady.
question. I didn't really think of the answer. for
Boy, yeah,
myself.
T-Mac.
You got any? You ask
No.
anyone from Orlando?
I'm
They're
not
picking
a-
T-Mac.
I'm not a
bro.
Magic fan.
T-Mac, bro. We were so close, dog. T-Mac, bro.
I will tell you
T-Mac
right
and Shaq, bro. We had it, dog.
You
Bro,
sound
it was
you're
like
from Toronto.
bro. 15
like
years
Canadian
ago.
guy.
Like that shit was a long time ago.
Are you
I
a
let
T-Mac
go.
fan?
I had the shoes.
Okay.
I was in Jersey at the time though.
Who's your favorite? Vlade Divac?
Why do you say Vlade Divac?
I don't know. It's funny.
He used to suck in NBA Live. I remember. He's so like lethargic, and I hated playing with him. Who I don't know. I love Allen Houston, greatest all time. Well, it's not the greatest all time Knick, but he's one of my favorite Knicks.
I didn't want to
Player.
use the word nuanced this podcast, but
That's a nuance. That
That's
is
a
super nuanced. Yeah.
Allen Houston. Very
So that
nuanced,
erases the
Left
Knicks.
field.
The nuance erases
No.
the Knicks.
No.
One nuance, one Knicks.
No.
Leveled off.
How are you now?
I picked a tragedy story. I really liked Rose, dude. I loved his athleticism. I love the
Both your picks
explosiveness.
are trash. Harden.
No, Harden?
Wipe.
Wait, you just said I had a
Allen
nuanced
Houston.
pick, and now you're saying it's trash.
Nuanced is,
It's trash.
Interchange
It's like,
for
yeah,
trash.
it's a euphemism for trash.
I like the Harden pick, but I think Harden is overrated.
He doesn't play
overrated.
defense.
He's underrated. What do you?
He doesn't play
No,
defense.
I think people love his pop culture like value type of thing.
So, but he's never heralded as like the best player. I think
he's not.
underrated.
He's not.
He's
I
not.
think there's a case to be made that he is.
Nah, I don't
plays
think
no
there's a case.
defense.
He was
I don't think
averaging
there's
like
a case.
almost 40 points a game.
He's
I made
a
that
scorer.
up.
He is a scorer. What do you guys think of Michael Beasley?
He's good. He has a.
Good role.
He's a guy you want on your team. He's the guy you want on your team.
Said
Great
no one
locker
ever.
room presence.
Said no one ever.
Probably.
You know who
Throwback.
annoys me is Patrick Beverly, dude. He is like that guy when you go play fives in like the gym, and he's going for every rebound.
Right,
like he's
yeah.
calling like, "Oh, foul!" I hate that
Yeah.
guy. He's doing too much, man.
I like the hustle players.
Patrick Beverly does too much.
Trevor
man.
Ariza on the
You are a
Knicks.
hustle player. That's why you appreciate it.
Ah,
Yeah.
thanks.
Yeah, you are a hustle
Thanks, man.
player.
We did play
Swoop
basketball
got like
earlier
10,
today.
10 offensive rebounds today.
Swoop was,
Yeah,
Swoop was
and
killing
5
it. We
air
played ball
balls.
today. We played ball.
We play ball. Yeah, we do athletic things.
We do athletic things.
Yeah,
Every now and
we
then.
do.
And I freak.
We do sports.
Yeah, pre-brunch schemes.
There's no brunch today though. Brunch was next.
We did not do brunch
Brunch is
today.
next.
We got Welch's. Shout out to Welch's.
I have not
Sponsored
eaten.
by
I'm
Sponsored.
starving.
Niall loves the old school snacks. He loves snacking.
I love. I'm a
I
big
love
snacker.
Welch's
You're a
too.
big snacker.
Actually, I'm a Welch
Yo,
addict.
this is
actually.
Welch's is an underrated snack.
Very underrated.
I like Welch's.
Yeah.
I
And those
believe
are
it has
berries,
gelatin.
right?
I got
Like
the
the
berry,
berry
ones.
one,
I got the
yeah.
berry one. Yeah.
Does it have gelatin?
Oh come on, bro. You gonna be that guy?
Is that gelatin?
You gonna be the gelatin guy? You gonna be the gelatin guy?
Yo, you're
You
gonna
the
kill
gelatin guy,
Niall's
bro?
snacks, man, with the gelatin.
Yeah,
I'ma
your mom's
swallow
watching,
this.
bro.
I'ma swallow
Oh no.
Before you can look it up, I'm gonna swallow all this stuff.
Haram, guys.
Haram guys. Maybe they could just be like a segment.
Yeah,
The haram guys.
No, that's not a good segment.
Special shout out to Nyle. It's his birthday tomorrow.
Oh, happy
Oh,
birthday.
dude, it is my
birthday,
birthday
bro.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
What are we
Happy
doing?
birthday. Well,
We already did a lot of things for your birthday.
Let the games
man.
commence.
We didn't really do anything for my birthday. We just did things together as we usually would, and you said "Happy birthday" at
Niall's
the end.
very
Of it.
high maintenance birthday boy.
Yeah, very
high maintenance.
We went out to
birthday
dinner
boy.
and he complained we didn't ask for a cake.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
didn't ask for
hold on,
Three
hold on.
dudes. We're not
Cake,
gonna
you
ask
really
for
want
a
a cake?
cake.
Come on.
You think, first of all, you should know who you're going to dinner with. We're not asking for a cake. We're not getting the
All I'm saying,
sparklers.
We're not cake getters.
No.
All right, I was chewing, so I couldn't enter the conversation. But listen, when it was Fassel's birthday, we went to Essex. Was it Sons of Essex or Beauty in Essex or just Essex? It was like 8 of them.
But see, I planned it. I had girls
All right,
there
chill,
who would have done that.
Chill,
for
chill.
Me, you know.
We had this big table. He had all his like law school friends, but like he had his his significant other there. Shout out to her. And none of them went and got him like the little piece of cake. All right, you know who did? Nyle did.
No.
Nyle set that up. Nyle
I was
finessed
unaware.
that.
I was unaware.
No.
Are you
Sorry.
referring to
Now you
yourself
know.
in
I
the
was
third
mistaken.
person now?
Yeah.
Is that what Niall does when
That's
he's angry?
what's going on.
Niall's getting upset.
Niles is getting upset.
Niall hungry.
So
Caveman
maybe I anticipated some reciprocation, and you couldn't even put a goddamn candle.
Whoa,
on my
whoa,
moose.
whoa, dude.
Hard G.
You don't have to
Hard G.
curse,
Hard G.
man.
Hard G.
You're hurting my
Is
feelings.
this
now.
I have actually seen a fart one time. It was like a friend in college, and we were staying in a hotel room, and there was like a beam of light. There's like a beam of light coming in from the like the curtains.
We're descending to fart
Are we
humor, dude.
relegating
No.
this podcast?
Bro, but I
We're
just
descending to
fart
fart
talk?
humor, dude.
Right, you know
we
when like
can't do that,
you know
man.
when a light's coming through and you can see dust and like particles. I swear,
not-
I
you
kid you not, like I saw it. I saw
No,
like a
there's
smoky
no way.
like
I-
thing.
I feel like this is
swear.
So you saw a
Exaggerated.
dump, basically. You saw particles, so that's matter. So you saw a dump. Like you took
maybe.
a
Floating
mini
star.
dump.
Airborne.
Wait, bro, was he
Airborne dump.
Was he not wearing pants?
Zero gravity. His turd is just.
Yo, no one wants to hear this, man.
Dude,
People are winding down their weekends with fart talk.
what? Wait, wasn't he wearing pants?
Podcast has descended into the dumps.
Did it? Nix.
Nix, that's a Nix, dude. That's straight Nix.
Yours is worse.
I've had a Nix or two,
It wasn't
but-
even a notable Nix.
Also, what are you going skiing? Oh, we are going skiing tomorrow.
We're going
But
skiing.
yeah, nice headgear, man.
But every podcast, I'm gonna wear a new accessory. Actually, so for all the
Accessory,
schemers out
man.
there paying attention,
Steady scheming.
something for you guys to.
It would have been good if like they noticed that on their own,
All right, so edit this out. Swoop.
You can tell us what your most disturbing experience was.
Oh no, I don't want to do that. They were really disturbing.
Okay.
Yeah.
maybe something lighthearted that happened at the hospital. Then.
All right.
Lighthearted?
Yeah, like
Dying in the hospital, bro.
bro.
Like nothing is lighthearted.
Yeah,
No,
it's some shit.
Scrubs.
Scrubs. Yeah, it's just like Scrubs. Dr. Cox is there. He gets on my.
Do you have a
gets my
Dr.
back.
Cox-like personality at the hospital?
Yeah, Scrubs is actually a pretty accurate show.
Really?
Yeah, the shenanigans, the.
Does that actually happen?
I mean,
Like shenanigans.
there's no. Unfortunately, I wish there were the acapella groups roaming the halls. That'd be.
Brain trust.
I would have really enjoyed that, but maybe I can start that.
Alright, we're nixing your doctor segment.
Yeah, dude, come on. You got to give us something.
I have no doctor. You got to give me a term. Like I don't just
Moving
like
on to
somebody's
song of the
terms.
week.
Dude, just
Yeah,
pick
song of the week.
out a term, dude.
I don't know, man. Hypertension, organomegaly,
Oh, what's that?
Hypertension.
No, we know
Hypertension.
hypertension. What's
Yeah, I know that.
organomegaly? What'd you say?
organomegaly.
Organomegaly.
I like that. Let's discuss
Yeah.
this.
What is that?
Organo-
Let's break this down.
Organomegaly. Can I get a origin?
Can I use it in a sentence?
Can I hear it in a sentence? Okay, say it again.
Would you say organomedley?
Megaly.
Megaly.
Organomegaly. So something to do with your organs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Potentially.
You're onto something. You're onto something there.
Potentially an organ medley.
Yeah, is it when your organs are kind of jumbled up
Yeah,
inside?
that's what I'm getting.
I'm going to go with that.
A medley. You think it's an organ medley?
I'm going with the medley. I know it's megaly, but
you think it's an
sounds
organ
real.
medley? You think it's a medley of
Going
organs?
off
this is why we have
sound.
doctors.
Okay.
I mean, really.
Right.
You got to tell us why.
It's a megaly. Mega.
Megaly.
Mega big.
Mega. Oh, okay. So
Okay.
an enlarged organ.
Yeah.
Enlarged
yeah.
organ.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yo!
Ding, 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 ding.
Let's
You got it.
Let's
you
go,
got it,
baby.
you got it.
Boy.
Fast team for the win.
So New York City, the law department, which like sues people on behalf of New York and defends New York in lawsuits, they've been doing this thing recently where they're like suing big companies. Like they sued Big Oil because like the oil companies were polluting New York. And
Oh, is this the guy that's suing Trump, the DA?
No, but they're suing Big Pharma for the opioid crisis.
Yeah.
New York
Yeah,
City
yeah.
Oh, snap.
is suing Big Pharma. Yeah. Kind of a waste of tax dollars or tax money, but it's kind of a cool concept that like a city is initiating something like on a national scale. You know, like De Blasio's kind of like had enough. He's like, we're spending all this money on like people dying in treatment programs, so we want to recoup that money. And Big Pharma's, just makes tons of money, so like he's trying to recoup it. Yeah, so it's really cool.
Do you think this is really
York is awesome,
Do you think this is going to lead to anything, or it's more just sending a message?
Yeah, I think it's more of a message
message.
because there's not much of a cause of action. I mean, they're trying to say like Big Pharma.
Here comes the attorney. Cause of action.
I'm still thinking of cause of action. Like, what does that mean?
Yeah. What's cause of action, dude?
Oh, you want to do attorney terms?
Yeah.
Attorney terms,
Yeah,
baby.
exactly.
Let's go.
He tried to create his own segment there. He's like, no, that's too much.
He's seeding a segment.
Yeah, exactly.
I see what's going
Too
on.
much attention. I went to graduate school too. I'm an attorney, damn it. Y'all notice how Fassel calls himself an attorney, not a lawyer?
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
Very
Like,
Lawyers
subtle.
don't call themselves
about a-
lawyers.
you call yourself-
Laymen call them lawyers.
Can I call you?
Layman. Are you calling me a layman?
You're both laymen.
Yo,
yes.
those are fighting words.
Are you
bro.
are you a barrister as well?
Yes, I'm also a barrister. I'm also a
barista?
In,
A barista?
in 18th century
man.
England.
That's too funny.
I'm a counselor. I'm a barrister.
Counselor. You got a lot of synonyms. I only have one.
I'm a protector of justice.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll
I'll
go
just
that
call you
far.
law guy.
Call you,
Paralegal.
All right, I'm out. Leave on top, baby.
We should have left on top today when we were hooping.
I know. We won.
That guy was doing too much, man.
We had the Brown squad. That was great, though. That was
That was
fun.
good. That
Bro,
was fun.
we are the
playing
most
with Browns.
unathletic
But we weren't that
people
good.
there.
We weren't that good.
We weren't
We
great.
were
We
alright.
haven't
We didn't
played.
mesh.
Oh, that's
We
just.
didn't mesh.
I think it's full. Oh,
It's all right. We're not
phone's
using
got
that
nixed.
one.
Yeah.
Phone got nixed.
The phone sticks. Phone. It's gonna be like Nyle, Swoop, flat, phone. Nile's phone.
Everyone catching
You
the
take
Knicks.
responsibility.